So you protest at Jantar Mantar, but you don't have media, right? So it doesn't make sense. We're really trying really hard to get the attention of the media.
If you look at all these spaces that are available to you in your home as well as outside, in the activist space, in the political space, everywhere, the Kuki perspective, the hill tribe perspective is hardly getting reflected. Like even BJP, Kuki MPs and MLAs have been attacked, and one or two has also died. But we do not see, that kind of solidarity even from the BJP. So, like this complete alienation, how do you see this? How does it impact your psychology?
Yeah. So yeah, that's a very significant question. So to start with, I would say that this whole question of space, uh, we cannot understand it in isolation. At least, especially like I said, since uh, I have this background in, let's say, information science and technology and stuff. So I always kind of connected to digital space and stuff like that. So when we talk about space, we're talking about more of the physical and the digital. So, for instance, your example of Jantar Mantar is very significant because um, we protest at Jantar Mantar as a space for democratization. Uh, it is not just the space that is being utilized in that sense. So it also comes with, let's say, the media factor. So you protest at Jantar Mantar, but you don't have media, right? So it doesn't make sense because your very idea of protesting using that space to speak out if it doesn't reach the mainstream population, so it doesn't really make sense. So in that sense, I think we're really trying really hard to get the attention of the media. If every time something is done in, let's say, at Jantar Mantar, but as of now, um, uh, or I would say it's slowly retaining the democratizing space, at least for um, the minorities, which also reflects the question of, let's say, the relation between uh, online and offline spaces and their relations, right? Again, so I would say that at this point, what a developing country like India should think about is this question of, let's say, digital equity, digital rights and stuff, because I might be mixing it and making it confusing for some people. But then what I'm trying to address here is that, for instance, in Northeast India, there is a lot of there are lots of projects like Digital Northeast 2022 that came in recently. But then what we fail to understand is that with these digital infrastructures coming into these kind of local spaces, which are you know which are very politically disturbed, right? uh, if only this idea of digital infrastructure comes in, and it doesn't come along with the idea of digital rights, right? So it also becomes an entry point for the government to have access to their rights again. So in India, for instance, we don't have the idea of indigenous tribal rights, or digital rights, sorry, indigenous digital rights for indigenous tribal people and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to reflect here is that with the physical spaces, we should also think about the significance of digital right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and then
Really.
these law regulations, these legislative, let's say, decisions must also follow what comes in infrastructurally in that sense. Yeah.